All right. So, good evening, and welcome to a brief introduction to the Zamorano 2020 Celebration of Art Virtual Edition. First off, let me again express my tremendous thanks to Miss Kathy and Miss Sussman for their help in putting this all together for the virtual art show, for all of the hard work that they put in with our students throughout the school year. Thank you so much. Thank you to Mr. Murchison and Mr. Vera and all the classroom teachers, staff, community for continually supporting and understanding the vital role of arts education in the lives of our children. And of course, thank you, students, all of you students, for being awesome, creative, and inspiring to us each and every day. So this is going to be, like I said, a brief introduction, probably about 5-15 minutes tops. The video can be saved, and then I can share it with people who aren't here with us tonight, so I can walk you through the Celebration of Art website. If anybody has any questions or comments, you can type them out in the comment section, and we'll answer those the best that we can during this experience together. All right? So let's take a look at navigating this amazing student virtual show. So I'm going to switch over to my computer screen. There we go. Play a little music. All right, so this is the cover page. This is what the website looks like. And I'm going to do a little navigating for us. So the soundtrack is down here at the bottom. Right? Once you click on a tab, it won't play anymore. It'll come back. I'm going to mute that for a second. All right, so that's it without the music. All right. So we have a section for Miss Kathy, Miss Sussman, and for me, and a message from Principal Murchison. Also, a text section down here. What is Celebration of Art? All right. So you can click on any of the plus signs, tags to reveal content behind them. Right. There are videos, little video introductions from myself, Miss Kathy, Miss Sussman, and a introduction to the event by Mr. Murchison as well. And then, of course, you've got all of the student artwork galleries. All right. So you can find the art galleries by grade level and teacher. If you or your student is a member of a combo class, I encourage you to check out both grade level sections with the teachers. Sometimes we do our best to group them by grade level, but sometimes we get a little confused. Teachers do that sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through it. So after clicking on a gallery tag, let's say we click on Miss Kathy's second grade work right here. It's going to load. We used Adobe Spark to create the galleries, right? And all of the projects that Miss Kathy saved and photographed would be located here for that grade level. So you can scroll through like this. I know I'm going fast, that's okay, right? And so you could see the various projects. So it's a lot easier to find student work this way than going into the auditorium at Celebration of Art Evening and being overwhelmed by all the stuff that's going on and trying to find your students' work or a friend's work or family's work. Right? So it should be much easier to navigate this time only. Now, you can see the images are a little small right there. So what you can do is if you click on them right here, you can see it gets bigger on the screen. So you can enlarge depending on what depending on what device you're using, you can make that image larger in different ways. Miss Kathy showed me a sweet trick earlier today, which I did not know. If I go, what is it, Command plus, let's see if I get this right, Command plus, it's going to make that image bigger, right? So I can fill, oh, I guess that's as big as it got. But it monitors how big it gets up there. So you can make it smaller or bigger. I'm going to go back to 100% right here. Oh, I lost it. I got to make it smaller. Let me try that again. Oops, technical difficulties. Uh-oh. How do I make it smaller? Oh, there we go. Hit the command minus sign. There you go. Back to 100%. So that's how you can make it bigger. That's how you can make it smaller. Now, if you're using, let's say, like a tablet, like I have right here. Oh, hello there, right? If I turn this on and I am viewing from a tablet, what I can do right here is if I tap on that, it's going to go live. And then again, if I, let's say, go into Miss Sussman's, one of Miss Sussman's galleries right there, 4th grade. Let it load. All right. I can scroll through so you can see some of the work done by Miss Sussman's 4th graders right there. And if I tap on an image, it's going to make that bigger. But I can also, just like we the students use with me with the digital technology in class, or any kind of mobile device really nowadays, you can zoom in, you can zoom out. So that's a way that you can do that on a tablet, iPad, tablet, Chromebook, using that zoom in and out feature to make it bigger or smaller. If you are using a device like a phone, it's a little trickier, right? But let's say, here's my phone. There you go ahead and hit play. Right. And then if I rotate sideways, it makes it a little bigger. Mute my jam. Let's say if I would go into Mr. Massey's 5th grade work, that gallery is going to load. Slowly. Slowly. Almost there, people. Reset Zoom. Thank you, Neil. Appreciate my tech guru in Austin, Texas. Thank you. All right. So if I scroll up like this, right, and I want to click on a student artwork like this, that's really as big as I can make it. But what I can do is I can rotate it like this, and if I tap on it, hold it, it makes the image bigger. Right? So no matter what device you're looking at Celebration of Art in, you can get a larger image there. Right? So, and then just simply untap, and there you go. And then you can go back and you can scroll through like this. Right? And then when you're done with that gallery, you can continue to scroll and check out the other amazing artworks in that grade level. Right? So, a few different ways that you can do it. All right. Covered that. So, before I go any further, I just want everybody to please understand that while we attempted to include as many students as possible in the virtual Celebration of Art, due to the online nature of it, not everyone may be featured individually. I do apologize for this and hope you can show us some grace and understanding with this matter. That said, the 2nd graders through 5th graders all collaborated at the beginning of the year to create a large-scale collaborative artwork that is featured in each of those grade level displays too. So if I were to scroll through here, all this amazing second grade work, oh, those still lives were so awesome. Right here, this gives you a sense of the process that the students did, and the finished artwork is right there. So all students from grades 2 through 5 are represented with that piece. Anybody have any questions or comments? No, so far looks good. Remind everyone to find the virtual celebration. I'm actually going to post a link. Thank you, Robert. I'm going to post a link on this page, and Mr. Murchison has sent out an email with the link in the email, so everybody will be able to see the artwork. No matter where you are, as long as you have internet, Wi-Fi, you'll be able to access it. So thanks for pointing that out. Mr. Merchant should take care of that. And I've posted it. I will post it on Google Classroom and Seesaw and share it with all teachers that way. So any other questions? Kathy, not all the names were on the 5th grade 3D work. So you're going to have to just scroll through and see what you can find there in Miss Kathy's work. So if I were to click on 5th grade right here, she was in the middle of creating all these wonderful projects with the 5th graders. So you can see there, but each of these is really unique, and the students should be able to identify their work, because one of the beautiful things about Miss Kathy's projects and experiments that she does with the students is no two of them are alike. Just like every one of our students is unique and special, all the work that they create really shows that with her and with the other artists, all right? So in connection with this week, the celebration of art, I encourage all students to create their own mini art exhibits and share them with us via Seesaw or Google Classroom or here at Shine Bright Zamorano. The work turned in so far for this lesson has been really amazing and inspiring. So I'm just going to click off of celebration real quick so you can see, to tie in with celebration of art this week, I tasked students to create their own themed exhibit, right? And I couldn't get these into celebration of art, but I've been really blown away by the different creative results that students and families have come up with. One of the really cool things about this distance learning experiment is to see students and families really working together to create some amazing art pieces at home. We've been really working as a village to make everything happen. So, in conclusion, I think I'm gonna, does anybody have any other questions about the exhibit? All right, thank you, Miss Latimer. Thank you, Miss Tooley. Woo-woo. All right. So, if you are a Zamorano teacher, I'm going to go ahead and you can look at my silly mug again. All right. But if you're a Zamorano teacher, I encourage you to walk through this exhibit possibly with your students in a Zoom meeting, or set it up as an assignment in Google Classroom, so that it can resemble what we would do on site after celebration of art, how you tour the exhibit with your students. Do it with them virtually too, so that way they can share their successes, their various successes with the different art experiments with each other. They can celebrate with each other all the creativity that they have done throughout the course of the year, right? You can do that through a Zoom screen share, or you can set it up in different ways. And we don't have the fan letter feature that we did in previous years, where you can write a fan letter to like student artists. But maybe that's something that teachers can set up as an assignment in Google Classroom or Seesaw, where you can direct them to that and they write about a piece, why they like it, and you can talk about text and adding detail to that. So that's really about it. I want to thank everybody who's here tonight. for stopping by so we could all kind of come together in at least a little bit of a way instead of just looking at the virtual celebration of art alone by ourselves in our different places. I think it's really nice to be able to come together and share it with all of you. So enjoy the exhibit, share it with everyone and anyone so they could really see and celebrate the creativity of our students. And so they can see that creativity, especially at Zamorano, no matter the situation, does not stop. It just keeps on going. All right? So that's about it. If anybody has any questions, feel free. Otherwise, shine bright. Thanks, Neil, for scouting for potential students. University of Texas. I prefer LSU, but thank you. Miss Tooley, that's great. Celebrate it. Share it with your students. So awesome. Oh, the 5th grade mural, Robert. Oh, that is something that has been weighing on my mind. I'd really like to make it happen. I don't know if we would be able to, work in small groups later on this summer or in the fall. I'm not sure logistically, on the situation how that would happen. It kind of breaks my heart that, we're not going to be able to do it, especially with, all the 5th graders with Kiki and Aurora too. It's something that I've been thinking about. So if you have any ideas, Robert, feel free to share them with me. So we can see if we can make this happen. All right. So I'm going to share this. I'm going to share the link to the exhibit right now on Shine Bright Zamorano, and Mr. Murchison has taken care of all of the sharing too. So again, thank you to everybody, administration, community, friends, people from all across the country, grad school friends, art camp friends who are visiting and sharing in this. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all soon.